Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Zachary Likes Comics and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is Sunday, January 11th, 2026, and we are going to be hitting up McKay's with my best friend Daniel and hunting for some comics, bargain hunting actually. If you don't know about McKay's in Nashville, guys, this place literally has everything you can think of. They have comics, they have manga, they have books, they have DVDs, they have CDs, they have vinyls, they have board games, they have action figures. And they are all sold new and used, so they sell at a really good price. But we're going to be hunting today. I have a few comics in mind that I'm going to be hunting for. The first of which is going to be Uncanny X-Men by Brian Michael Bendis. I only have a few issues in that run that I need to complete the full run of Uncanny X-Men by Brian Michael Bendis. I'm going to be hunting for Ultimate Spider-Man by Brian Michael Bendis as well. Volume 3 is what I need. And then also I wanted to be hunting for Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky and Astonishing X-Men by Joss Whedon. So we're going to be hunting for those today. And then on top of that, maybe looking for some action figures, who knows. But guys, come with me guys. Me and Daniel are going to be hitting up McKay's in Nashville. It is about that time. We're about to head to meet Daniel at McKay's, but before I do that, I wanted to show you guys, as you can see behind me, I redecorated everything from Christmas. I took everything down, so I wanted to show you what I redecorated it to, and honestly, I really like it. So here behind me, I have my Commander Cody Episode 3 action figure, and then as you can see, I have some comics behind me, some trades. So starting here, I actually won a giveaway from my friend Kazzy on TikTok. If you don't follow Kazzy, go ahead and drop a follow for him. But I got Murder Falcon, and it's a hardback. And then we also got Do a Powerbomb by Daniel Warren Johnson, both by Daniel Warren Johnson. We also got Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 1 trade by Brian Michael Bendis, and then The Long Halloween by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sell. And then he also sent me Animal Man issue 1 and issue 5, and then Invincible Battle Beast issue 1, and then a variant of issue 1, as well as he also sent me The Moon is Following Us. So super cool, and that is super dope. But we are gonna head out and meet Daniel now, so guys, come with me. Guys, look at the sheer amount of action figures they have here. So many Star Wars action figures. And this isn't even it. They have so many Marvel on the other side, and then they have like wrestling action figures. I was eyeing this Death Watch Mandalorian. That was pretty sick. Looks like Daniel's on the hunt for the Funkos. What do we find? The Invisible Man?
If this wasn't so dirty, I'd get this because I just finished the omnibus, the Jeff Johns Aquaman omnibus.
He's on the hunt for some Aquaman today too. Upstairs they have all of the comics though.
Did you see that? The Essential Daredevil?
Volume 2, that's it. I'm trying to find like Volume 3. There's Volume 3 of Daredevil.
That's sick.
I want to find Astonishing X-Men Volume 2. if I can find it. And then I'm honestly thinking about getting the original Ultimate X-Men. I know a lot of people say it's bad, but I want to give it my fair rating. And honestly, even if it is bad, it's just something to read. Let's see. Oh no way. Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 by Bendis. We found it. Batman and Robin, Peter J. Tomasi, Volume 1. Daniel has been on the hunt for the New 52. We got Volume 2, 3, 4, 6, and that's
guessing it's
7, and then 8.
And then these are 2 advanced.
Infinite Crisis, Jeff Johns.
And then the Trinity War.
Dude, insane finds.
I love Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is my GOAT.
Jeff Johns is the GOAT. We just found this, Jeff Johns Flash. I've been wanting to read some more Flash, so Flash Rebirth. And then I also have here The Secrets of Barry Allen, Jeff Johns. We just got done at McKay's. We have a fat stack, but both of us wanted to show our favorite things that we found. There was so much good stuff, but honestly, I don't think I left with anything I didn't want. What about you, Daniel?
No, I got everything that I've been wanting to add that I've read and needed more to. So
Yes.
got it and excited.
There was so much key stuff I was hunting for today that I found and was so happy for. There was so much sick stuff Daniel found that I was like, oh my goodness, you're just pulling. So Daniel, why don't you share your favorite thing you found?
So the biggest bunch that we got is 2 through 6 of the New 52 Justice League Jeff Johns run. And then I just finished the omnibus of the Jeff Johns New 52 Aquaman. So I got 0 through 5, excluding number 1.
Yes, sir. Yes,
of
sir.
The first volume of the omnibus. I would honestly consider that my favorite run that I've read to date. Really love the Aquaman stuff from Jeff Johns.
So that's some peek. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I found, and then I'll recap and do a haul when we get back home after we eat everything else I found. First, here we have Uncanny X-Men Volume number 2 by Brian Michael Bendis. Guys, I've been hunting all of the single issues, but here I found Volume 2, so this is just issues 7 through 11. So wanted to go ahead and just pull this really quick, and then we also found Volume 3 here, as well as Peter J. Tomasi's Batman and Robin Volume 1. As I said and mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've been hunting for this, and I remember mentioning in a TikTok comment not too long ago that it was on my 2026 hunts. So very glad to have this. We're about to head out and grab some grub, but we will catch you guys back home with our haul.
Peace.
We just made it back home, and as you can see, we have a fat stack to go through from McKay's. I found so many comics today, guys. Honestly, I'm so happy with everything I found here. There was so much stuff that I was hunting for that I was telling you guys at the beginning of the video, such as some continuations, some key ongoings that I was trying to find, some new issues that I was trying to start. But I'm very excited to go through today's haul for you guys. So we're going to go right into the video. Starting here first, we have Marvel Presents Devil's Reign by Chip Zdarsky and Mark Checchetto, issue 1. Guys, if you don't know, this is a follow-up and key story in between volume 1 and 2 of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run. As I just mentioned on Wednesday, I finished volume 1 and loved it, so this is going to help me get caught up before I start in volume 2 and read that. But super excited to find this. And going into issue 2, here we have trade volume number 3 of Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky and Mark Checchetto. I am so excited. I found this. I am still on the hunt for volume 2, but finding volume 3 was definitely an instant grab for me. I was super excited to find this on the shelves. Daniel actually sniped this for me, so huge shout out to Daniel for finding this. I'm so excited I got to bring this home. I am loving Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. Zdarsky is one of my favorite authors, and I am just a huge Daredevil fan. I love just the character and what he represents, his religious and moral beliefs. I just can really relate to that. So really loving this run, and we will go into the third volume that we found. Here we go. Coming into the third find, here we have Astonishing X-Men volume number 4 by Josh Whedon. Guys, if you remember on New Comic Book Day on Wednesday, I finished volume 1, so I am on the hunt for volume 2 and 3, but this gets me volume 4, and I'm so excited I found this. I'm a huge X-Men fan, and Josh Whedon and John Cassidy's Astonishing X-Men has been so amazing so far, so I'm super excited I found this. And going into volume number 4, here we have Going into the fourth pickup, here we have Astonishing X-Men, volume number 6 by Josh Whedon and John Cassidy. Guys, I am now on the hunt for volumes number 2 and volumes number 3 and 5. So I am so excited to keep on hunting down Josh Whedon and John Cassidy's Astonishing X-Men. I've been loving this run so far. Volume number 1 was a 5 out of 5 stars for me. I read it last week, if you remember, on New Comic Book Day, but super excited to find this. And going into the fifth find, here we have Spider-Man Miles Morales by Brian Michael Bendis, volume number 1. Guys, I am a huge Spider-Man fan, and I'm a huge Brian Michael Bendis fan. If you don't know, Brian Michael Bendis is the writer that brought us and created Miles Morales and brought him originally in Ultimate Spider-Man, but this is his Earth 616 first appearance and first introduction into the universe, so I'm so excited I found this and definitely excited to read this. And going into our sixth find, here we have The Flash, The Secrets of Barry Allen by Jeff Johns and Howard Porter. Guys, I've been wanting to get into The Flash, and I have heard nothing but good things about Jeff Johns' The Flash run, so I'm so excited I found this and really excited to read this. I'm a huge Pete Sultan fan, and if you know, he is a big Flash fan, so I am definitely been convinced through watching his videos for a long time now to get caught up and start reading some Flash. So I'm super excited to get this in my collection. And going into the seventh find, here we have The Flash Rebirth by Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns' The Flash, if you don't know, is one of the most highly recommended and highly rated series of The Flash. So I'm very excited to find this, and I will definitely be reading this soon. Guys, let me know in the comments down below if you have any recommendations for The Flash. I would love to hear in the comments what you guys would recommend for some stories to read or some really important arcs in the Flash saga. But going into our eighth find, here we have Batman and Robin by Peter J. Tomasi. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've been hunting for volume 1 of Peter J. Tomasi's Batman and Robin, and here I have it in my hands. I mentioned in a comment that I would be finding this in 2026, so I'm so glad I found this, and I'm definitely going to be reading this. I'm a huge Damian Wayne fan, and I'm just a huge Batman and Robin fan, especially Robin, so definitely excited to read this in 2026, and probably will be on my reading list for January. But going into our ninth find, here we have the ninth issue. Here we have Uncanny X-Men Volume 2 by Brian Michael Bendis. I'm a huge Uncanny X-Men fan by Brian Michael Bendis, and if you don't know, I've been collecting this run. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've been hunting down certain key issues. I have been collecting all of the single issues of this run, but I have certain key issues that I'm missing in volume 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. I have the full first volume in my collection in single issues, but I'm super excited to have snagged this to continue reading it. And going into our 10th find, here we have Uncanny X-Men Volume number 3 by Brian Michael Bendis. I'm so excited I found this. We found not only Volume 2, but Volume 3, so I am so excited to have snagged this. As I mentioned, I'm missing certain key issues to collect Volume 3, 4, 5, and so on. So this gets me collected the full Volume 3 to read this amazing story by Brian Michael Bendis. If you haven't heard about this story, it is a story following the X-Men after certain key events in the X-Men versus Avengers and House of M events. So this is a very great run by Brian Michael Bendis and brings back Cyclops in a terrific way, and I love how they introduced this character in the story so far. So going into our 11th find, here we have Kick-Ass, the deluxe edition, a hardback. Guys, I'm so excited I found this. This was my final find of the night from McKay's. I found a pretty good haul, if I do say so myself, and definitely a lot of bargains today. I only spent about $50, so really not that bad in my opinion. I'm so excited for everything that I was able to find. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. We will be back on Wednesday for New Comic Book Day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.